Just one wrong decision, one careless moment, and disaster strikes before anyone can react.
Lower the nose. Yes! Both hands. How about gear down? Gear down! So put the gear down!
Today I'm bringing you a compilation of the most shocking traffic accidents ever captured clearly on camera. Stay with me and let's take a closer look at these intense moments. On January 15th, a tragic aviation accident occurred near Panguilemo Airport in Talca, Maule region, Chile. A small aircraft made an emergency landing off the runway, possibly because the pilot was trying to steer the plane away from residential areas as much as possible. The surrounding people rushed out in an attempt to find a glimmer of hope for the pilot, but unfortunately, no miracle came for the pilot and passengers. On December 25th, Flight 8E243, carrying 190 passengers, was experiencing signs of free fall over Kazakhstan. The pilots were working hard to handle the emergency situation, but an unimaginable disaster struck right next to a warehouse. The explosion and fire that erupted from the aircraft caused chaos, sending workers in the area into a panic as they scrambled for safety. Plane flips over during landing in Toronto. On February 17th, Flight 4819 flipped over while attempting to land in Toronto. As you can see, the aircraft is burning fiercely, with thick black smoke engulfing the entire plane. Oh my God. Passengers recorded the chaotic scenes inside the cabin, but fortunately, rescue teams arrived in time and there were no casualties. All passengers were instructed to evacuate via the aircraft's wing exits. This incident highlights the critical importance of evacuation procedures and how essential it is for everyone to remain calm and follow the safety protocols. Engine fire mid-flight. The camera captured footage of the aircraft flying when suddenly the left engine burst into flames. The pilot immediately turned the plane around and managed to land successfully. The investigation concluded that the fire was caused by a technical fault, but thankfully the pilot's quick response saved the lives of hundreds of passengers. Skydiving accident and extreme sports. Camera footage captured a skydiving jump by 3 members when it seemed like they were facing a crisis. Their aircraft collided with another plane below them. The sight of 2 planes colliding in midair forced the skydivers to deploy their parachutes immediately. Thankfully, the skydivers miraculously survived. Normally, skydivers survive thanks to their expert handling skills, but in this case, the unexpected incident left them with little time to react. The cause was due to the 2 planes lacking proper observation and approaching at the wrong angles. A glimpse of some of the most accurate and real footage of plane crashes. Now stay with me as we dive into equally terrifying car and train accidents. Car and train accidents, collision that couldn't be stopped. 1.1. On your screens, traffic camera footage captures the entire incident. 2 white cars were speeding without slowing down as they approached an intersection. Both vehicles collided at high speed, resulting in the complete deformation of the car hoods and severe damage to the front of the vehicles. Fortunately, there were no casualties.
A fuel truck lost its brakes, causing a chain collision. Dashcam footage captured the entire incident, which resulted in a prolonged traffic jam. A fuel truck was speeding, and the rear-end collision caused a chain reaction, with several vehicles piling up. Fortunately, there was no explosion, but the damage was significant. Car loses control and crashes through a house wall. Security camera footage captures a woman standing at her front door when, suddenly, a red SUV speeds toward her. The vehicle flips multiple times before coming to a stop. In a state of panic, the woman narrowly avoids the crash, escaping death by inches. A truck overtakes recklessly and gets hit head-on by a train. Footage from the train station shows a black pickup truck crossing the railroad tracks, despite the lowered barrier and warning horn signals. The driver, however, pushed through. As a result, the pickup truck was completely mangled by the collision. Fortunately, the driver managed to jump out of the vehicle just moments before impact. Car stuck on railway tracks, hit by a train. In this incident, a car got stuck on the tracks just as a train was approaching. The train was unable to stop in time and crashed into the car, causing severe damage. Fortunately, the driver had already exited the vehicle. Traffic was paralyzed, Thankfully, no passengers were injured. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just experienced some of the most heart-stopping moments together. So, what is the common factor in all these incidents? First and foremost, it's the sudden loss of control. A small malfunction, a moment of panic, and everything spirals out of control, beyond repair. Maintenance is not just a responsibility, it's a matter of life and death. A loose screw, a short-circuited wire, could cost hundreds of lives. Never underestimate the invisible work behind every flight. The role of the pilot is not just to fly, but to be resilient. It is in life or death moments that we truly understand the value of being cold-blooded, steady, and having the right reflexes. Ladies and gentlemen, what you've just watched isn't just shocking moments or horrifying crash footage. It's a clear reminder that accidents can happen to anyone, at any time. From the sky to the ground, from airplanes, cars, trains, to skydiving, the common thread in all these tragedies is the unexpected, the loss of control, and sometimes just a moment of carelessness. We can't eliminate all risks, but we can do everything to minimize them. Stay alert. Always respect safety rules. Be prepared for the worst, even when everything seems fine. Because there are moments when just one right action, one timely decision, can be the difference between life and death. If you found this video helpful, please hit like, subscribe, and share it with your loved ones, because one click could save a life in the future. Thank you for watching until the end. Live cautiously and always value safety.